Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing a very special deck that I just got in the mail. It's called The Black Tarot by Victoria. Very hard to see. I want to say it's Victoria Iva. Victoria Iva. Yes. So anyway, comes with this cool little book with suggested spreads, 3-card reading spread, regular 10-card spread, quite a few different ways. I like what they've done here as far as the way they've separated each one. It shows you a picture of the card next to what the card is called. I don't know if that's very helpful, but anyway, this is a cool deck. I don't even think you can barely see this deck here because it's on a black table, but let's check it out. So this is the first time I've cut this deck. I have not consecrated it yet, which is a whole other story. And I am making a new deck usable, blessed, enchanted, whatever. I will typically use a spirit guide. In this case, Osmondee is here, just taking part in this video. I have a consecrated candle anointed to him, so hail Osmondee. Lately I've been working a lot with him, and it's been it's been an experience, let's just say that. Never a dull moment when working with Goetic spirits. So as you can see, the outside of the deck is really benign. It's a mixture of black and gray pattern. And the first card we're going to pull here is the Knight of Spheres. Okay. These are all very dark, I guess you could say clipothic style images. It is a black and white deck. Let's find another random card. I like this one. The Knight of Spheres. Ace of Wands. What's cool about this deck is the pictures are pretty abstract, but they do make it a point to at least to some degree show by labeling the card and showing you at least something that resembles the traditional Rider-Waite deck. So, you know, you've got 2 of Wands still here. What this guy in the picture is doing and whatever else is going on is kind of subject to your interpretation, but I have a feeling there's a lot of dark meaning in these cards. I feel like they open gateways. And as I mentioned before in my other deck reviews, it's very hard to find a masculine deck. 3 of Wands. Pretty simple. Let's do a shuffle here and get some better examples. 4 of Cups. If this card was not labeled, I would not know it was Cups. You have to really look hard to see. So I'm glad they did do that, because that's wouldn't make sense otherwise. This is a very dark card. 2 of Swords. In fact, it's so dark that I can barely even tell what the image is. It looks like someone crouching on top of two swords. Okay. This is a bitchin' card. The death card. I love the checkered floor that is warped with the skeleton going towards it. It's as if he's crossing a threshold into the realm of death. It's awesome. Oh, yeah. Two cards that I really like. This devil card. This is why I bought the deck. Okay. He has his, it looks like a wand in his hand, but it's actually just his hand. In the back is a very, I would say, darkened moon. You can just see his one eye. You can see his horns. This is really how demons look when I've seen them. This is really a very telling image. Is about as close as you can get when you're witnessing a dark entity in their darker form. This is how they appear to me, very closely. Usually cloaked or in a dark apparel and extremely mysterious. Nine of Wands, another excellent card. I love that the images of the so-called people are humanoid and they almost look like anatomy charts. I think bodybuilders in general would appreciate that. I'm not going to go through the whole deck because I don't want to spoil it for you. I really want you to just know that I approve of this deck and this is well worth the under $20 you'll pay for it. Look at that. Three of Spheres. It's very symbolic in its meaning. It's very open to your interpretation as well. There's a lot there for you to draw on. For a black and white deck, I think it's awesome. Eight of Spheres. It's like a man juggling spheres. Seven of Spears. This is awesome. It's like Tree of Life and its reversed image, a reflection of it, the Tree of Darkness. You can see some kind of shadowy figure here. The vibes I get from these cards are very, I don't want to say scary or dark, but they're impressionist style cards. It's kind of like it's open for you to assign your own meaning to. King of Swords. Amazing artwork. Really, this artist is really something here. Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. I love that. I love this bizarre creature of darkness that he's riding. It goes on and on, guys. So, you know, if I were going to give this deck a rating 1 out of 5, or I would say 5 being the highest rating and 1 being the least, I could honestly say I would give this deck a 5. And I get nothing, paid nothing, other than just letting you know that it's a great deck. If you don't like the images you see, or, you know, I appreciate a book that isn't the size of a goddamn encyclopedia set, okay? This is nice. It's a nice thick little book, but it isn't massive where it's almost like a book that you have to read that's the size of a novel or something. Sometimes those books can be really cool because they have really big pictures and stuff in them, but they're not necessary. Okay? Again, it's the Black Tarot. Go to Amazon and check it out, my friends.